Oh my God. So I'm going to read this because I want to make sure I get this right? She's one of the hottest DJs in the game, from KDAY to playing for all of Raider Nation at Allegiant Stadium. She's putting the Latinas front and center, bringing thousands together at the Yer Not Down every summer. Please welcome DJ Angie Vee.
Oh, hey, girl. Thank you. Thank you for having me. That was awesome. It's always uncomfortable and weird to like sit and listen.
Get the intro.
Yeah. But thank you. They're great words.
And there's so many things that I thought of putting, but I was like, okay, that's pretty.
Thank you.
I think that's pretty a good way to like encompass everything that you've been a part of in such a amazing career so far. And you're young, so this is.
I'm technically not young, but I am very young-hearted. Yes.
Okay, there's so many things we're going to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We are at the amazing Ice House in Pasadena, doing what we do. And I want to talk about all the things. As you know, I love music.
Yes.
Like, people, if they know two things about me, it's music and sports. Like, what else is there? Like,
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want to hear about your career and everything, but how did everything start? Like, where did you come from, and how did music become such a part of your DNA?
So I grew up in the Inland Empire. I'm born and raised. I was born at San Bernardino County Hospital. County baby, what's up?
Hey.
But my family pretty much settled in like Upland, Rancho, Altaloma area. And it just came from my parents, mostly my dad. My dad is a diehard music fan. He loves my dad was 16, I believe, when I came into this world. So he was a kid raising a kid. And think about when you're 16, like, music is your life.
Oh my God.
So I think I was instantly born into just the culture of music, going through new artists with my dad. My dad's also like a little cholo.
Is he?
So, yeah, still very much so.
Couple Pendletons?
A couple. That's what I still buy him to this day. His Christmas present is a legit Pendleton.
Because you could never have too many Pendletons.
No. You need 10 different versions of blue, you know? But yeah, he loved music, and it was such a big part of our household. It was constantly playing. I remember growing up with my dad and my sisters. We would be in the car, and his favorite game was like, okay, who sings this? And what's the name of the song? What year was it? I remember he would be like, okay, I dare you to learn all of Sugar Hill Gang. Like, everything was just involved. Like, everything we did was around music. And at the time, you don't realize that. But, I think out of all of my sisters and I, we all loved it, but I really loved it. And so, yeah, he had records. I knew how to play a record since birth. I would get in trouble all the time for him coming home and, you messed up my needles and you messed up my record player. But yeah, that was it. My dad and I, it was music because my dad, he was so surrounded by it, and I learned so much from him, and it was so important for him. Without him, I think, even knowing to, who sings this? What year? Like, I don't even know why he would ask those questions, but it taught me, and I was raised with a lot of knowledge of music.
And what were some of the genres? What were some of the artists that you remember?
So it was, like, I'm a 80s baby. And so growing up with that early hip hop and going into 90s, like gangster hip hop, Snoop. But he was a diehard oldie fan. So I grew up on the Delphonics, the Stylistics, hardcore deep cuts. Every majority of our time we'd go to family parties and
I do love
all that,
you, right?
all the time.
Oh,
so I would say oldies was the main part, and then my mom was a little more, I would say, whitewashed. So my mom was super into like pop. She loved like Boy George and alt Madonna, like that more 80s type sound.
Prince? Is Prince anywhere in there? Okay.
Prince is in there for me. I won't say that my parents were diehard Prince fans, but once I kind of grew older, that he's like, if we're gonna say Prince versus Michael Jackson, I'm always picking Prince.
I knew you were my girl.
Oh yeah.
So
diehard Prince fan.
I've
seen him 3 times. I've seen him 3 times.
I'm a diehard Prince fan. And
same.
Since 7th grade, you'll appreciate this, as a matter of fact. So a lot of people don't know this about me because they just know Niners or whatever, football sexy, but like I have a whole musical background.
Okay.
I had a record deal on the table with Interscope Records, Jimmy Iovine. There was 3. Oh no, I have songs. Monty Madrid Archives somewhere.
Oh my
out there.
God, Monty Madrid was the name.
Monty Madrid.
I like it.
Okay. I was center stage on Soul Train.
Oh, girl.
I went down the line.
Girl, Saturday morning, Soul Train, that's how we clean the house.
Do I look familiar?
What? You know what? You do look familiar.
I do.
It's from that Soul Train line.
Oh my God.
Do we have the footage of this?
Maybe.
You gotta find that.
I mean, the clothes is tough for me to rewatch. But
You've got to do it.
oh no, I've got pictures. I'll have to show you.
I need like a TikTok rerun of Monty
Oh my
Madrid
God.
in the Soul Train line. Like,
They're
what?
out there. They are out there.
Oh, I love this.
And so I met Prince. I stayed with Prim. We dated the same girl at the same time. No, girl, I
my
told
God,
you
I
were
love
gonna be my
this.
girl. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
Okay, this podcast took a turn.
And the title is Prince and I Dated the Same Girl. Hello, are you kidding me? This is great. What?
Yeah, I have a past. So
I love that. I freaking love that.
oh my God. Yeah, there's so many things, but this is about you. But what I wanted to tell you was that I was in 7th grade, and my best friend was a DJ.
Okay.
This is where my love for music, well, it's like you, my parents' music, constantly.
Yeah.
Papa Joe, my 49er dad, was all oldies, Motown.
Yeah.
Right? Mom whitewashed as well.
Yeah.
So now we're like into, Diana, not whitewashed, but just
A different type of, like a
different
more
type.
pop sound
more pop.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I had a hippie dad, and he was like totally like Crosby, Stills and Nash and Led Zeppelin.
See, we're the same. My grandparents, because like I said, my parents are so young, my grandparents were also young. I mean, my grandma was like 32 when I was.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
like
I
imagine
love
being
it.
a 32-year-old
Right.
grandma.
Oh my God.
So their taste, my grandfather was more of a hippie, and
Yeah.
he liked to, smoke pot, and he was into karate and
Yes.
played in a band. So I learned like Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles,
See?
and because of him. Yeah.
And so I always wanted to be a DJ.
Oh, it's the best.
I thought I should have been a DJ,
Yeah.
but somehow here I am. But all that to say, my DJ friend, we were at his house after school one day, and I heard this song, and I was like,
It changed your life.
Stop. What the fuck was that? And I say F word because it was,
Yeah.
I was in 7th grade, and I was like, play that again.
Yeah.
And he played it again. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, I don't know. And he showed me this cover of a guy in an afro.
Oh my God, it was
And
Prince.
it was Prince. The For
I
You
Wanna Be
album.
Your Lover? Was the I Wanna Be-
Soft and Wet.
Okay.
I was like, that bass line.
Okay.
I didn't really know what the words meant at the time.
it changed your life.
probably, but life changed.
Yeah.
I became a diehard Prince fan
Yeah.
from there on out. Furthermore, I said, not only will I meet Prince one day, but he will send for me. Because manifestation. Anyway,
Yeah, 1,000%, for sure.
but this is all coming back to you. So when you became, for me, it was that moment hearing Prince.
Okay.
Was there a moment when you're like, I want to do this for a living?
Yes and no. I think I always music and so before I'm a DJ, I was a dancer as well.
That's what I was gonna ask
so
you.
I
What?
started in dance.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really know anything. Like I thought watching videos, I would learn. My childhood was learning Janet, Paula Abdul. Mostly like Janet. Like it was everything to me. I learned every move, and I would
Rhythm Nation.
sit my parents down and be like, "Watch my show."
I love
Like
it.
watch our show. I'd choreograph dances with my cousins. Like that was my shit.
Oh my God.
So with that, I always knew that. I just loved it. But I'm thinking like Janet called her homegirls up and was like, "Hey girl, I'm shooting a video this weekend. I need some dancers. Come through." Like I didn't know it was an industry and a world that you can make money, or it was a thing, right?
Yeah.
So my senior year, I started taking dance class at school. And I really liked it, and I realized it was something that I was good at or decent at. And my friend in high school, I'll never forget, she was in love with NSYNC. Kaylee, what's up, Kale?
Hey.
She was obsessed with NSYNC, and she's like, "Hey, their choreographer, Wade Robson, is doing a dance class in Hollywood, and I feel like you're the only person that would be down to go with me." And because I've been a down-ass bitch since day one. And I was like, yeah, I'm down, let's go. Like, I've never taken a dance class legit before.
I love it.
Let's go. So I go to Millennium Dance Class in North Hollywood.
Dude, you're giving me, I remember all this.
Yeah, this
I
was like
around
early
for all this.
2000s. Yeah. I go to Millennium and I realize, holy shit, this is a world that I didn't even know existed. I'm in Altaloma High School. I don't know anything outside of, this little area. And I fell in love with that. So with that, my best friend at the time, she was a lot older than me, and she was kind of like a step-in mom because my family was kind of all over the place at the time. I was like, I really want to go and take classes, and she would drive me out there. And really quickly, I jumped into that world. I jumped into that dancer world, doing auditions, doing all that. But at the same time, I'd met this group of dancers called the Groovaloos. My friend Teresa Espinoza, who was a dancer for Janet. I would watch her all through high school. I was obsessed with it. Again, like you said, manifestation. I never thought I would be her friend, but people were like, "Oh, you guys kind of look alike." And then I stumbled into one of her dance classes. And then through that dance class, we became best buddies. And she was like my mentor. Same thing. Like, how is this happening? You watch these people, but now they're becoming a reality to you just by taking the steps and doing what feels right, right? So I become friends with all of them. And my friend Randy was a DJ, and we would do practice sessions while they'd all break, and they do all their like little b-boy stuff and dance stuff. And I just kind of slowly was like, oh, how do you do this? Like, I want to know how to do that.
Yes.
And granted, at every quince, every wedding, I was always watching the DJ. Like, I always just was
fascinated.
Thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
So my friend Randy kind of showed me a little bit, and I'd start practicing. And then through the dance community, I started hanging out and doing, little tiny things, like just practice.
Right.
And then at some point through that, I remembered the moment, and it was at Bar Lubitsch in West Hollywood. I was DJing with a friend. It was still so new. I was on vinyl. But I remember the moment that it switched for me, that I no longer wanted to be in front of the DJ. I wanted to be behind. I no longer wanted to be in front of the tables. I wanted to be behind the tables.
Right.
And I loved creating these moments of like, there's no greater feeling than everyone kind of standing there and then being like, oh, yeah, like feels so great.
The DJ can make or break a night.
1,000%.
And I am the hardest critic of DJs only because my love for music.
Yeah.
Or what really freaks me out, sorry, I'm not gonna say it's white people because I'm half white, but when you have a party and I walk in and there's zero music,
it's insanity to me. But there's people out there, you guys, that don't like music. I have a friend.
What?
So weird.
It's wild.
I just don't like music. I'm like
I can't do it.
Couldn't imagine that's a reality anywhere.
I walk right out, and being Latina, right?
Yeah.
Like,
loud.
It's a 1-year-old party, and we've got kegs, and
okay.
there's a DJ.
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, yes.
If it ain't a first baby or a baptism, if they're in a keg and a DJ.
Let's go. I mean, let's go.
Yeah, that baby ain't gonna remember it, but we had a time.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So you're taking me back because I felt the same way, like watching my buddy DJ. Now I even forgot about that until I was talking to you.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to show me. By the way, let me just get this out. Can I still stay spinning, or because I know it's digital now. Because I always, and people could look at me like,
I think the kids would be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
But us OG DJs would be like, well, who's spinning? It's
That's
still
what I
like
still
very
say.
like, well, who's
Okay.
spinning? Oh, you want to go out? Well, I don't know who's spinning.
Who's spinning?
Yeah.
Because I still say that. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that not cool anymore?
No, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I'm not young, but
Right.
our generation, we're spinning.
We're spinning.
Till the wheels fall off.
Until you tell me I can't say that, I'm going to keep saying we're spinning. Okay, so let me ask you about that, because I agree with you. Like, the DJ can make or break an event,
Yes.
a party. Did you ever have that one moment where you're like the go-to song where you're like, this shit is like, it is so bad right now. What am I going to play to get these people up? Like, one of those.
Plenty of times.
Really?
Especially, people always ask me, like, what advice do you have for DJs? And I always so I was lucky very early in my career to get to open for DJ AM.
Wow.
And yeah, it was like the coolest thing. And I took it so serious. Like, I wanted to watch everything he did. And I learned how to drop the bass out and just all these little tricks. And at the end, I remember asking him, like, do you have any advice? And he said, take every gig that you get right now. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, just take it. And I think sometimes, especially in the world we live in, we're so entitled and we're like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I listened and I did it. And I did every party, backyard. I did every wedding. I did anything that people allowed me to do. I was doing it. Your salon's opening? Cool. What's up?
Right.
And I think that was the best advice I ever got, because it really shaped me into playing different crowds and different people and learning different energies and reading different things.
Right.
So there's a different world of DJs now. I think the younger generation thinks you just put sticks and you mix house music and you're selling millions of dollars in records, and that's a reality.
Right.
But I come from an open format world where we genuinely love the whole array of music and creating the energy of a room to kind of.
Did you have to do the crates, or am I too old?
I did 2 years of vinyl.
Did you?
I did 2 years of vinyl because I was that girl. I'm a real DJ.
That's right.
I'm real. Like,
that's sexy.
Okay, until I traveled on a plane.
And then you're like, fuck this.
For the first time ever with 2 crates. I was like, I'll never do this again. And I made the switch.
And then that was it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a beautiful thing. I'm glad I had those 2 years of vinyl.
But you're okay now.
I'm so okay. I still have it all, but.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So you decide. So did you ever think you were going to do anything else other than dance and music? Was there like were you
growing up? I thought I was gonna. My grandmother owned a salon in Palm Springs, so in high school I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go get my hair license, and I'm gonna.
Because your hair is always off.
Thank you.
No, I'm like, I need that hair. What the like?
You blow dry it upside down.
Now
That's
that
the
makes
secret.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
my
your hair's
grandmother
always
owned a
off
salon.
the,
She
yeah.
taught me how to round brush my hair out very
Okay.
young. I've known a blowout my whole life. It's all I've ever done. So I thought I was going to graduate, get my hair license, and then either take over her salon, but just follow in my grandmother's footsteps. And it just totally went a complete different direction. Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's talk about different direction. KDAY.
Yeah.
Again, another iconic, like back
Yeah.
in the day. I don't know anyone in my world that did not listen to KDAY.
So KDAY, I want to say KDAY. So my generation, KDAY wasn't really around. So like when I was, kind of into music, it wasn't a thing. They came back, I believe, in like 2000. Right. I can't even remember. God, maybe like 10, 8. It's been so long. They came back, and I had just kind of started building. I'd been DJing enough now to where I knew what I was doing. And I can't even remember how I got thrown into that. But Brandy Garcia was the other girl. I hate that I don't remember this story really well because I don't ever want to offend or not give the credit to where credit is due. But somehow I got thrown into KDAY, and they're like, we want you to do a guest mix on a Friday. I remember Prophet was involved. I was involved. Brandy Garcia was involved. Showtime, I think, was a program director. Dents. And I was like, yeah, it was like the coolest thing. And I think that was the moment that I had really realized that I had started to build a real support group, because the way my social media and the way everyone was just so proud and hyped to showcase I was on KDAY, like that was, I think, the moment where I was like, oh, like people like are effing with what I do, you know, like this is the thing. Like, okay, cool. And so then they asked me to stick around. So I was with KDAY for a little while. Yeah.
Man, I love that. I mean, most people out here, I think, know KDAY, especially if you're old school like
for
me.
Sure.
Like that, like it's like Soul Train, KDAY. There's just certain
iconic LA
West Coast.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, that was huge. Back in my day, at
Yeah.
least. I'm probably a little older than you. I try not to say too, but
don't worry about it.
That's all good though.
So we know what's up.
Okay, we know what's up. So knowing that I wanted to be a DJ, of course I have to ask you some questions. So you come and you're like, this is where I'm going. Like you had that moment where I can do this.
Yeah.
And you can make money and you can, make this your life.
Yeah.
What from there? I heard, because I have a friend, we have a couple mutual friends.
Okay.
That you started this thing in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah.
That has now become like insane.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your journey. So after KDAY, like, how did we
KDAY goes, and then I just start DJing clubs, right? And I'm DJing clubs, and at the same time, because I was a dancer, and it's kind of how it all coincides, because I was a dancer, I had a dance agent, and my dance agent calls me. This is about the same time as KDAY, actually. My dance agent calls me and says, hey, Nike is hiring dancers for their Latin America show at the campus, right? It's for execs, but they're looking for a DJ. I submitted your picture, and they want to hire you. It's for Latin America, whatever. And I was like, I hadn't even used Serato once. Yeah, I was still on vinyl, so very early. Oh. And I was like, okay, but like I'm just starting. And my agent's like, who cares? You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. And I was like, yeah, fake it till you make it. Like I will. And so I remember Artie, the One Man Party, was my friend at the time. He's still my friend. He lived local. I called him and I was like, Artie, I just bought Serato. As I got to the venue for my sound check at the Nike headquarters, I'm like, what do I do? He tells me how to hook up my library, my iTunes. I mean, I learned it on the spot.
Wow.
I do the gig. They say, all you have to do, it's fine. We just kind of like you for your look and you're a dancer. So we want you to DJ, and then we want you to get on stage and do this little 8 count, and then DJ, and then after play for 10 minutes while everyone walks out. And I was like, okay.
I can do this.
I can do this. Like, yep, no problem. Sure, easy. In my head, I'm like stressed out. So I do it, and at the end, like, I end up playing, and then 10 minutes goes by and 20, and they're like raging, like they're rocking. Next thing I know, like Nike execs are kind of coming, and I played for probably like over an hour and a half after.
Oh my God.
And they were like, we'd never seen anything like this before. This is so cool. And that cemented me with Nike for years. I mean, I played with Nike from then on until pretty much the pandemic. I'm back now doing events, but like Nike was my bread and butter. So once Nike kind of came along, I was able to be okay being a DJ full time, and I started playing clubs. And then 2017, I'll say, like 17, 18, my friend Adam approaches me in Pomona where we live, and he's like, hey, I'm doing this day party called Detox. We have a little patio up top. We want you to like take it over and do a party. And I was like, okay. Same time, it's my birthday. Didn't want to have a party that year at all. I'm talked into having a birthday party. And I said, okay, I'll have a birthday. And my mom's calling me, Ma, I'm going to have a party at the house. You're not having a party at my house. Ma, it's just going to be like 50 people. Small, no big deal.
Right.
It was like 150 people.
Right, of course. You already know. 50
for sure.
really means
she
triple
was pissed.
That. Yeah.
But I was like, I want the theme. I want it to be old school. So let's do Cholo theme. And I want it to be all old school only. That's it. Because I'm a bitch who loves a theme party.
Me too.
I don't care. I love it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
So we did that party. Everyone came dressed. We only played old school. And we had posted a video on Instagram. And the love on it was like, I wish there was something like this.
Yep.
And so at the same time, Scam and Jam, which is a fellow party of ours by the Belladonna Girls, they had started. It was just like the building of it. It just was the right time, you know? And so I started playing for Scam and Jam. We started Yer Not Down on a way smaller scale. It was a small rooftop. And it was small, but I just wanted to do an old school party. I was like, I'll come, but it's got to be old school. And he was like, I don't care. And they were like a major hip hop downstairs. And I was like, cool. And he's like, you can do whatever you want. And so we did it. And it was like, 50, 100 people, like if that. But it was right away popping. Like the energy was beautiful.
And I'm the kind like I'll walk into a place and depending on the music, I'm staying or I'm leaving.
Yes.
There's no in between.
1,000%.
Right?
Yes.
And even, where was I at? This just happened. Oh, at the Halloween party, we went to, I won't say what party, but we went to a party and me and my friend were like, I'll give it one more song.
Yeah.
Gave it one more song. We're like, we're out.
Yeah.
We took longer getting ready than how long have we stayed there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so You're Not Down, which brings me to.
Yeah, that started Yer Not Down. Yeah.
That started it. Okay, because Rose, shout out, shot caller.
Yeah.
Rose.
What's up, Rose?
First victim. She was like, no, man, DJ Angie Vee, she's so cool. She started, from nothing. Like they only had a couple hundred. And now I got to go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to come before this podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yes. First of all, I'm all about old school.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows that, Prince and old school, like I'm there. So I was like, hell yeah. And that was my birthday party to myself.
I love that.
I'm like, I'm going, because I wanted to go last year, believe it or not. But Rose, it just never happened. So I'm like, I'm going, even if I go by myself, I'm going to this thing. So thank you for my wrist, a little VIP situation. It was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
It was the vibes, first of all, I love your marketing. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the entrepreneur spirit that I see, because I think that a lot of people could learn from you, because you must have had a vision and now it's to fruition. This is like, you have a following, you have a vibe. There had to have been over, 1,500 people there?
About, the Halloween one was about 1,500, yeah.
Yeah, 1,500 people. Everything branded,
yes.
All the vibes. You set the tone in your social media. I love, by the way, yes, you're going to have a drink spilled on you.
Yeah.
No stinky faces.
No.
And I, as an entrepreneur, I love the marketing behind it. And then when you get there, it's like everything you expect. Everybody's so cool. The music. Oh my God. I'm I got to wait now till summer.
I know.
What?
You only came to the last one. I know. Fall. I'm sorry. Spring.
And by the way, I don't ever miss Sundays.
Okay.
Football Sundays.
Okay.
Now, everybody knows if you have a quinceañera or you have a baby shower, I am not going.
Yeah.
But for Angie V,
I thank you.
I was like, I'm going. And I thank God my game was on early. I never missed a Niner game.
Okay.
So I was on early. But even then, I was going to go.
Yeah.
I did happen to have my phone on.
She was like.
I might have been I didn't break dance, but I might have been a little pop locking.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the first one of the early DJs had jam on it.
Oh, and we tell everybody,
oh
the thing about You're Not Down is we have branded it, well, in my brain, I feel like I talk so much because the brain's constantly moving. But in my brain, I branded it in the sense of I wanted it to feel like you were in a backyard party.
Yeah.
So then when you get to 1,500 people to 2,000 people, how do you continue to keep that feeling with that? It's easy to feel like a backyard party with 100 people, but like I looked at that venue when I got there and I just was like, okay, like I want each bottle service section to be like wooden backyard furniture, and I want it to like picket fencing. Let's do picket fencing. Like that was such a big part of that feeling. So I tell people so then when the music comes, I encourage my DJs, have the most obscure, funky set that you could have, because this is your time. And I tell people all the time, like there's people that show up late and they're like, we want more old school. It's a long party. It's like what, 6 hours, 7 hours? It's a long party. That's a lot of music. So if you enjoy like deep old school, you're gonna want to get there early. And then then we have that rush that starts getting there later at like 7, and they're a little more like, they want to be a little more hype.
Right.
It's one of the only parties that you really go on a musical journey
100%.
throughout. If you come early to the end, it's insane.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
And I'm here
it's
for
very
all
planned
of
out that way. Yeah.
Like when I hear, first of all, and I think you even played, I was like, okay, this bitch just played Ready for the World. I'm like
digital display.
Yeah. I'm there for it, right? That's my jam.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up with. And you're right. I noticed that some of the DJs were like the deeper, cut, like Tina Marie, Lady T. You got to like.
Oh, that's happening at You're Not Down 100%.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then I noticed some freestyle going on, right? All the way to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like, it's a musical journey. And it is, I'm telling you guys right now, if you haven't gone, you have to go.
We have one rule with our DJs that You're Not Down, and that's that we ask you to play at least 70% throwbacks. And that can be, we don't say only funk, only freestyle, only oldies, only anything. Like, we're now older. I was on freaking K-Earth 101 the other day, and I think Return of the Mac was on there, and I was like, holy shit.
I know.
This is insane. Yes. But that could be anything. I mean, early 2000s is pretty much a throwbacks. Mid 2000s are throwbacks. So we just ask the DJ to keep their set 70% nostalgic.
Right.
Whatever that means to you. We don't guide you. It's good music is good music, and it's unfortunately in the era that we're in, it's stuck then. We're not like peaking on great music right now. So
say it for the people in the back.
Yeah, there's just too many options. I think streaming has changed the game. It's a blessing. It's like anything. It's a blessing and a curse.
Right. Yeah. So once again, if you haven't gone, you got to go. It is absolutely amazing. I'm excited because now you're not going to get rid of me.
That's fine.
I'm just letting you know.
We love our loyal, we love it. We feel like we are built a family.
I have to work my way up behind the DJ booth, but I know I know it was packed.
Yeah.
I know everybody wanted to be behind. But I'm good with it.
There's levels. There's
levels.
It's crazy.
I gotta pass that level, but no, it's all good. But let's move now to the Raiders.
Okay.
Because I think that's what might have caught my attention to have you on the Football Sexy podcast. I love a good DJ. We have some mutual friends. Shout out to DJ Leslie.
Yes.
Got to have her next. We got to hear her story too. But like when I saw you at the Raiders, that's what really was like, okay, that was my sign. She has to come on our podcast.
Diehard Raider fan.
Okay, tell me.
Diehard Raider fan.
From birth.
Like,
really?
It's never changed. My grandfather, I was born into Raider Nation. First of all, it's black. Like, come on. We have the best colors ever. Like, we just look like thugs. And we're okay with that.
Full transparency. I went all black and even fucking silver for you.
Thank you. I
Which now
that.
you're in gold. I'm like, I could have worn my gold.
I know.
Whatever. It's fine.
But yeah, my grandfather was a diehard Raider fan. And I would watch games. I spent my weekends with my grandpa. I loved being, this is my guy, man. And so, I'd wait outside for him on Friday and he'd pick me up and I would want to leave his house, and Sunday is football, like Raider football. And I love football. It is my favorite sport, but I'm not a football fan. I'm a Raider fan.
Wow.
Like any other game, I don't care.
Right.
Cool. That's cool. Like Raider Nation all day long. Born and raised. Tim Brown, my favorite player of all time, 81. Like that's my guy.
Tim Brown was at our draft party last year.
Ugh,
yeah.
Upset. And I think I haven't met him yet. I need him to sign my jacket.
But we have to work this out.
So diehard Raider fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what I love about the Raiders, obviously, excellent. Al Davis. He was a real.
Excellence. Maybe not right now, but
right.
Cool.
Yeah, but we're
committed to getting there.
You said it.
We're committed to getting there.
But I mean, so listen, we all know I'm a diehard Niner, and that comes from Dad. My dad had season tickets since 1978. 40, by the way, five rows from the field in Candlestick. I drove up. I get up at 5 in the morning. I'd meet him at Candlestick by like 9:30, 10, and come home after a game and be back in bed by 1:30 at night.
I think my first ever NFL football game was a Niner game. My step-grandfather, was basically my grandfather, was a Niner fan. Huge Jerry Rice fan. That era, like Jerry Rice, Joe Montana.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever went to a game, I was in elementary school. We didn't have a lot of money. My step-grandfather was a blessing that came into our life. You know, he was a doctor and changed a little bit of stuff. So I remember he took me to, I want to say it was the Rams versus the Niners back, and it was close. Well, there had to have been a stadium in like Anaheim area. What?
Yeah, it was Anaheim.
Yeah.
They went to Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was my first game ever, was the Niners. So I also was a diehard.
I might have been
loved
there.
Jerry Rice. Great game.
I might have been there.
Yeah.
Because my grandparents were diehard Rams fans. The hippie side.
Yeah.
50-yard line seats.
All my cousins were Rams fans. It was like
All right.
Raiders versus Rams.
Raiders. Yeah. Okay, so you're a Raider fan. I'm totally good with that. And I love, I wore all black just for you. I did, but don't get crazy.
I know,
I had
like,
to throw on the
got the
maroon
hat
and be
on.
like, don't
She's
get,
got-
I was like, don't get too crazy. But so as a diehard Raider fan,
Yes.
how did you get the call? And what was that like when you, as a diehard Raider fan, got to spin, because I'm going to say spin, for your team in Allegiant Stadium? And by the way, I always say that Allegiant Stadium is one of my favorite
Amazingly,
stadiums.
it's an amazing stadium.
Like, for real.
Yeah. So again, it's like God is so for me, and I can't not look back at all the things that I have and not see how it has worked out. But basically, I have an agency, Scam Artist, and under our agency is also Little John as a DJ. So we're in the same DJ agency. And so my agent knows that I love the Raiders. He's a Bronco fan, so he lives to just shred me all the time about the Raiders, right? Yeah. So basically they call and they say, hey, we want Little John to play halftime. And okay. And I think John Madden had just passed. So it was
one of my favorites.
It was that week, right? So it was the week that John Madden had passed, and they asked for Little John, and then they say, and we think we want to do we kind of want to do it was the first year that Allegiant was open as well. So it was being back after COVID. They're like, we want to do a moment in this area. Do you have another DJ that we could showcase? And he's like, oh no, he's like, somehow it goes where the Raiders looked at the lineup, and I'm Angie. So I'm one of the first names that they see. And even Sujit was like, first of all, I'm going to stop you right now. There's no other DJ on my lineup that you should have other than this girl. This girl is I was one of the names thrown in. Okay. And then he was like, I have to stop you. This girl is a diehard Raider fan. Aww. Like, this is her shit.
Yeah.
They love that. So they bring me in. I'm supposed to have this moment up, I think, by the torch. I can't remember. John Madden passes, and they have to cut basically that moment because now they have to showcase the passing of John Madden. They come back and they say, hey, we still kind of would like to use her. What would it be like if she was John's DJ? John, being the most amazing guy ever, was like, yeah, I don't care. We go. It's the greatest freaking day of my life.
Oh my God.
I don't love a lot of things like I love the Raiders from being very young. I love the Dodgers, I love the Lakers, but the Raiders is different. It's just a moment, it's a family. And, I got to bring my grandfather and my grandmother. They got to hang out up in the suite, the Raiders suite. I played halftime with John. And during COVID, I had built a following through streaming. And a lot of that when Sundays, it was always we were dressed in Raider gear when I would stream Oldie Sunday. And so I had my own little kind of following there.
I love that.
And the Raiders saw that, and they were like, we would love to have her come back next season to DJ for the season. So I was the season DJ of 2023, I think.
Oh, my God.
And it was just the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
I love that for you. That makes me so, it warms my heart.
Insane.
It's so,
insane. I still am like, the story's insane.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's just like being you, doing what you do, and let God do the rest.
Yeah, honestly,
really,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And what's meant for you will be for you.
100%.
That's my thing.
I learned that during COVID. I think COVID hit, and I was a DJ, and what was the first thing gone? Us. So I knew really fast that the world was not, this was not going to be 2 weeks because my calendar had cleared for like 6 months overnight. So I didn't have a job and I was like, what am I going to do? Everyone there, it's fine. But I was like, nah, this shit ain't fine.
No, this
Y'all
shit
think
ain't
it's fine, but when Coachella cancels events,
this is not fine.
that they're not going to change that, right? This is not okay. So I knew really quick. I jumped on it. I jumped on streaming, not thinking that. But I remember praying. I had a moment of in a car on my way to my last gig in I think it was in Long Beach. And I was like, okay, all right, that's it. Like, God, I don't care what you have for me. I had the most fun, amazing life. I've had so much fun, more fun that anyone should have.
Yeah.
I'm good. I did it. I did my thing. I DJ'd. Whatever you have, like these are full on words. Whatever you have for me next, I fully surrender. I fully let go. If I'm meant to be a real estate agent, I don't know why that was in my head, but in my brain, I thought I was going to be a real estate agent.
You would have been good at that.
Thank
too.
you. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was the next
Yeah.
step. I think I even contacted Rose right before the pandemic and was like, hey, like, I think maybe I should get into real estate.
Guess who got her into real estate?
Did you get her into real estate? That's crazy.
Yeah, that bitch owes me 10% for like 30 years.
That's 100%, girl.
Kick
It down.
Get it
Shoot.
down.
But yeah, I prayed and I asked. It was a moment in my life that I had never really genuinely fully surrendered. So like I fully surrendered my will, my life, whatever you have for me. And I mean, right away, I started streaming just out of boredom. I hated streaming. I didn't like the access that people had to me, ask me questions I didn't want to answer. I hated it.
Yeah.
But I started streaming out of boredom, and that just really quickly, fast. I applied for Amazon that Monday. I had an interview Friday. Started streaming on Tuesday, and every day our numbers was like higher, higher, higher during the pandemic.
Wow.
And then I was like, okay, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and my whole life changed. And to me, the lesson was you could have what you want the minute you just stop trying to control it.
Right.
For me, maybe not for everybody, but that was for me.
Right.
And all of my wildest dreams, mostly the Raiders, like that was huge. I still can't believe that happened.
I love that for you so much. And I know how much that means to us because of how it's embedded it's embedded
your DNA.
in family.
Yeah, it's family.
It's family. It's DNA. And that's why like when, my dad passed, it was devastating. Beyond devastating. I did not go to games for 2 years. I watched every game, but I couldn't go. I'm waiting. It's family. So I understand like having your family there was just even more amazing.
Oh, watching my grandpa, he didn't go to a ton of games. It was very at home, but like he's in the Raiders suite.
Dude, that's amazing.
With like Bruce Buffer and like the announcer and the artist, the talent. Like it was literally just talent. And the drinks and all you can eat, and he's there. And I think that part probably made me feel more amazing than even the performance.
Right.
Like just getting
that
to
you could do
give
that for your
that.
family.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, especially my grandpa. It's my dog. It's my guy. We just had him his 80th birthday party, and it was Raiders. His name's Ray. And it was like his face in the Raider logo, and it was like Raider, R-A-I. Like it was just great. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, even though I'm a diehard Niner, like I never had any hate towards the Raiders. Some people, it's the battle of the Bay.
And I don't have the hate for
that.
the Niners either. In fact, because my other grandfather was a diehard Niner fan based off Jerry Rice, I love the Niners. It's like kind of a second favorite. I was happy that Jerry Rice came. I don't have, and it's controversial to say that as a Raider fan. Like, what?
Oh,
how dare you? I just don't.
I don't. And I love going to the Raider games.
Yeah.
I will still say it is. I don't know if there's a better. I really think that's the top stadium that I've been to.
I think a Cowboy fan would, I don't like the Cowboys. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know why.
Well, we can hate them together because that's the one I don't really
think that's the top team
mess
of who I just.
Yeah, I can't have you win.
Yeah.
I just can't. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
No. And even I've been to that stadium. There's nothing still like Allegiant.
We're like futuristic.
It's so hot.
It's cool. I'm not going to lie. I miss the old grittiness of Raiders.
Right. The Coliseum.
Just the grime. We're a grimy crowd, and I'm proud of it. We are grimy. We are like, we're from the streets, right? Yeah. Like our fan base is very specific. I am so proud of that. Like we come from we're the rose out of the concrete, right? I love it. I will say I do miss that energy. That's what I feel like lacks a little bit in Vegas. But I say this all the time. It's up to us to keep that alive, no matter where. Not like, we're not like throwing putazos at the stadium, but like still engaging in that culture.
Yeah.
Of
I mean,
Raider
because you guys were such a big part of like the 90s, the hip hop, the 80 hip hop, like the Easy E's. And
1,000%.
I mean, that was a big.
We're cultural in a whole other way.
It was music and the Raiders, really.
Yeah.
I think that was like the real first team that was like embedded in music.
And
combined.
I'm going to go out on whatever, and maybe I'm biased, but I think we really created superfans.
Yeah.
Like, I think Raider Nation is the forefront of creating, like, we have these crazy get-ups, you know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. I love that. I love our love for our team.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or tie, man. Raider till I die.
My little cousin lost his dad at 12, and he was a big diehard Raider fan.
Yeah.
So
sorry to hear that.
No, it's during COVID, and so I was like, Christopher, and for Christmas I surprised him with tickets.
I love that.
And it was just happened to be the Niner Raider game. What was like 2 years ago? I think.
Okay, yeah, that was a fun game.
So I took him, and we ain't doing anything. So I got.
And that was a great game.
It was a great game. Overtime.
Sorry. It was a great game.
But it was a great game, and I saw the light in his eyes. I'd never seen him smile like that since his dad had passed. And I say that to say just how much I love the game and what it does for us and family.
And
again,
builds that connection.
Family and builds a connection. And you do that with the You're Not Down. I saw that there as well. So I think you're doing an amazing job. The Raiders, though. We got to talk about. I'm a huge Max Crosby fan.
Die hard. One of the greatest in the game. Max is amazing. He is a star in wherever. Like, I mean, the guy is he's a GOAT. He really is a legend.
Wanted him. I'm like,
I think everybody would want him. I can't imagine there's one team that's going to say, no, we don't want him.
No, we're not. We're good.
He's a legend.
Yeah. And I feel bad for him. I don't know if you saw yesterday. He kind of was like, you guys deserve better than this.
I do.
I don't know when you guys are going to see this, but it was a tough loss yesterday. Overtime.
Yeah. By one.
Yeah. You guys Pete Carroll decided to go for the 2-point conversion versus just kicking it, tying the game, and possibly coming back. And he went for it. And Geno Smith threw it, and it got batted, and it wasn't good.
No.
It wasn't good.
I mean, at this point, we just need a win.
Just win.
We just need a win. Like, tie it up. I completely disagree with that call 100%. I think a lot of people agree. And I just don't believe that Geno Smith it's that sure shot, like, let's go for that too. Right. Like, we're going to get it. No, like, it was Ashton. And I'm a huge, humongous Pete Carroll fan. I was really excited. I think he's a little past his prime.
Right.
But I was like, okay, let's try it out. I am a diehard Jack Del Rio girl. I loved when we had Jack Del Rio. I thought he was such a great energy with the Raiders. Him and Carr together were a beautiful team. But something separate, I just feel like he should have been allowed a little bit more time to kind of flourish with the Raiders. If I could have anything back, it would be having Jack Del Rio back. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard because we've been going through a rebuild for so long, and it's hard. It's hard being a Raider fan.
What's so weird. But you guys are diehard. You guys are so loyal. Yeah. That's what I love about it. And I love anybody who's like the Browns fans. Like, oh my God. Like, at least, at least the Raiders are sexy. Like, even though they're not winning, they're still sexy, right? Yeah. But I've been on record saying when Tom Brady got involved with the Raiders, I was on record saying, honestly, everybody should be on notice because he's going to be involved in the quarterback situation. Yep. He's going to be involved. You just know it. And I literally been on record saying, give it 3 years before I see the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Now, we're coming past that.
Okay.
Okay. But I want you to know I was rooting for you. And the reason why is because I thought everything that Tom touches, he usually
turns to gold.
1,000%. And this is so weird. I'm thinking if Tom Brady gets the Raiders to a championship Super Bowl within 3 years, he will have passed my friend who's in the other room, Penny Toller.
Ooh,
so Penny Toller is the first female or male to ever be a player to go to an executive position and win a championship.
That's freaking
she
amazing.
Did it in, I think,
Penny, go ahead, girl.
Go, girl. Shout out to my girl, Penny. I think she did in 3 years. So I was like, oh, my God, if he does that, he'll break my friend's record. But I think you would have to do it this year I think her
It's
record's
not
safe.
happening.
I think her record's safe.
Yeah, and I'm like I tell people all the time, you know, when people want to give me shit, you know what? Yes, I am the violin player on the Titanic, going down. Like, I'm playing that music. I am playing that music till that ship goes down under the water. I don't care. I'm not jumping ship. It'll never ever happen. We don't have to win a game for the rest. I'm still showing
Die
up.
hard.
Like that's my shit. It's never going away. But it sucks, you know, it sucks. It's like such a beating heart of a fan base. We're so lively, we're so active. It does suck. I didn't love Tom Brady coming to the Raiders.
Okay.
It wasn't I think he is a GOAT. But when I think of the
Doesn't match
Raiders,
the energy,
it doesn't
right?
match the energy.
Yeah.
And even Vegas, right? So you take something like Las Vegas. It sucks for us as a fan base because Vegas is a destination place. If I'm a fan of a team and they're playing in Las Vegas, I'm getting multiple bang for my buck just by going to that game.
Right.
So it's hard to black out the stadium
Yeah.
because the opposing team wants to be there as
Right.
opposed to no one wanted to go to Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're like, I'm good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Miami fans weren't stoked to go take a trip to Oakland.
Right.
So we had that like home field advantage of just energy that we don't have that in Las
Yeah.
Vegas at all. It's really hard. You're competing as a fan base against entertainment and that sucks, you know? So there's that, right? I don't
Right.
love that.
Right.
And then Tom Brady comes and like, obviously we freaking, as a Raider Nation team, we don't love Tom Brady. We didn't love Tom Brady then, right? I mean, you know, he's Tom Brady. He is the GOAT. I won't take that away. He's the GOAT.
Hey,
right?
I'm on your side because I was trying to protect Joe. I did not want him to get all those Super Bowls. I was like, come on, don't get me started. Yeah.
The guy's a GOAT.
Yeah.
Great. Credit to where credit is. He's freaking amazing. But yeah, it is, you know, I'm hope, but I've gotten past that, you know. I think us and the rest of the fan base, we've gotten past Tom Brady being in the building. And now we're like, okay, you're in the building. Where are we going?
Now
What are
what?
we doing? Yeah,
Now
you're
what?
here.
I mean, I was
Welcome.
shocked that Geno Smith was the guy, a little bit.
I think a lot of people were shocked about that for sure.
And I was at the NFL draft when you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at the NFL draft. Hey.
Okay, yeah.
Came up
Yeah.
from Soul Train to the NFL,
NFL draft,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying,
Yeah.
hey. I know sometimes it shocks me that the NFL approved little old me, but
Isn't that wild? Don't you trip out?
yeah, a little bit.
The imposter syndrome that we have.
It's a little. My dad would be shocked. My
like-
dad had, you know what I mean, like, and then maybe because you know I'm 5'3".
Okay.
By the way,
I feel like our stature's the same. I feel like I'm taller than you, but you say you're not. It's fine.
we're gonna test afterwards.
It's fine. It's fine.
But all that to say, I remember being in the room with all of these journalists from everywhere, and the Raider pick. And I remember everybody's whispering, and they thought I was going to pick the quarterback. I can't remember. Was it Penix? I can't remember, but they thought he was going to be a quarterback. And then they called Brock Bowers. And there's film on me going, oh my God, I know everybody's freaking out in this room right now.
That's all we wanted.
All you wanted was a quarterback. But I remember I'm on film saying, but Brock is a bad man.
Brock is amazing and
Brock is
has
a
done
bad
amazing.
man.
It's a great value to the
Yeah.
team. I mean, yesterday, that catch,
Dude,
gorgeous,
yeah,
beautiful.
I love it. And shout out to my sober brother, Max. I love it. Max Crosby has 3 years of sobriety.
Max
Crosby.
is my biggest flex.
Yeah.
Like him and I, because with my year with the Raiders, like the fact that I've DM Max or I can hit Max is
that's
like,
so cool.
yeah, he's such a cool dude.
I
And
love
it's like
that.
the things we talk about is like, yo, you watch The Sopranos? Like, no,
I
he was like,
love
you have
that.
to watch The Sopranos. I had never, but Max is such a cool freaking dude. Like, just a cool guy. His love for his family is amazing. Like, I love watching that. He's just a cool dude. He's my favorite Raider by far. Like in this generation, 100%.
Yeah, if I had a player, obviously, you know, just because I've been on the sober journey for 17 years
Yeah.
and I watched his journey, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
Max, great dude, just a great guy. Yeah, my heart breaks for him. I don't want to use the words he's wasting his peak performance years.
Do you think he'll go? If you had a prediction.
I don't think he wants to go. I think Max is what is beautiful about Raider Nation. He is a diehard, like you could feel it in his soul. Like Max wants this so bad. I don't want him to go. I would hate for him to go, but he's someone that I think I would cheer him on
Right.
no matter where he went.
Right.
I even felt the same way about Carr. Carr's love for the Raiders
Right.
was so big that it sucked watching him leave, to watch someone who loves something so much. And I cheered for Carr on his way out as well, and I would do the same for Max.
Yeah.
But I want to see Max with a Super Bowl ring. He is so deserving of it. He's so
come to the red and gold, my friend. We need help.
The only thing I would hate is if Max went to the Cowboys. I would die.
No, you cannot go to the Cowboys. We both veto that.
I would die.
No, that's
that would be a hard one.
No, that would be a hard one to like. No, there's certain things we cannot
because when Amari
have.
Cooper even left, it was like,
oh my God. Yeah. You guys have, it's been a journey. And that's what I love about football. And as you know, football is freaking sexy, and the Raiders are sexy, and
we are.
I could talk to you there's so much more that I feel like we could talk about, but I know you probably have some other things to do, but I do want to ask you one other question.
Okay.
So we like to do Who's Got Next.
Okay.
So we like to tag guests.
Okay.
So who do you think would love to come out here, have a story to tell, talk a little bit about a life, about their journey and whatever that is, and a little bit of football? Who do you think would?
I mean, I'm always going to keep it in the family. That's just how I am. You got to put your family on. Sibley Scholes, who does so much for the Raider organization, but she's been in entertainment forever. She's now the face of like our back. I want to say she's Emmy winning. Okay. But Sibley would be, I think, a great asset to Football is Sexy, because she is a amazing powerhouse woman, beautiful, sexy as hell, and is killing it in a football arena.
Okay.
Yeah,
hear that?
Sib.
Let's go, Sib. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I gotta connect you guys. I think Sib would be great.
I would love to do that. And thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for asking.
And thank you for being not just a DJ. You're way more than a DJ. You are an entrepreneur who's a badass woman killing it in the game of life. And I'll say this to you too. I noticed there was a moment at Yer Not Down. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Yer Not Down.
And I'm a Scorpio. I see things. I watch things. And you just have a spirit about you that you really care about your people.
Oh, thank you. I like to think that.
You really do, and it comes across. So I want you to know that.
Thank you.
And what you're doing is, as an entrepreneur to an entrepreneur, like you are blessed and you're killing it. And
definitely blessed.
I'm excited. Is there anything else that you got going on that you want to promote? Or
what's
your next?
When will this come out?
Probably in the next week or two.
Perfect. So what my favorite thing of the year is our toy drive, which basically is at the Derby Room, same location.
Okay.
We call it the all ages Yer Not Down, because we have kids who've had Yer Not Down style themed birthday parties. Like kids watch Oldie Sunday, they watch online, their parents are going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like that trips me out when I get little kids that are like, I made you bracelets, and it's that part is my heart. But we do a toy drive, and basically it's free event. We have vendors at this event. We have sponsors. We have volunteers. And the goal is always, I grew up in a, welfare household. We were on food stamps, and, we needed a little help. My mom, I'm the oldest of 5 girls, my mom and dad together. And so my dad, in and out of jail here and there, and my mom raising us. But I remember the holidays. I never knew that I was poor until someone from a church showed up and was like, hey, we know you guys don't have the means this year. We want to bless you. And although they had the most amazing intention, I didn't even know I was poor until that moment happened. Let's take a pic. We want to send it on the church newsletter. Again, complete amazing thing. Right. But as someone who has now experienced that, I knew that now I'm stressed out. I would watch my parents stressed out. Wait, we don't. Like, what's wrong? Are we okay? Is everything going to be fine? So with what I wanted to do with this toy drive was, we consider ourselves a secret Santa to the parent. We don't want anything from the kids. We don't even want the kids to know that we're involved. So we have people nominate families through social media, through an email. We ask them questions. They fill out questionnaires about their kids, what they like, what they don't like. We have this massive toy drive. People donate things through Amazon link. They come, and then we, that night, set up inside a whole store. And then we have volunteers come, and we give them the paper, and they shop for each family very specifically. It's very curated. We're not just passing stuff off to, it's very, 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 very specific and thought out. And so we wrap it up. We have 2 days of parents coming. They pick up the black trash bags. We ask them, please don't tell anybody that this is from you to give to your kids.
Wow.
You didn't get it anywhere. You did this. And that's yeah, that's coming up. So December 6th or 7th, the first Sunday of the month at the Pomona Derby Room. DJs, we run it like a Yer Not Down, but with kid zones blown up.
That's so
vendors,
cool.
we like to invite community vendors to help them also make money for the holidays. And that is my favorite thing of the year. So yeah, toy drive coming up. Derby Room,
my
all
God.
ages, free. Just
That
bring
sounds
something.
amazing. Well, don't go anywhere. I have something for you. Real quick.
Oh,
I got a little something.
oh my God.
Sticking with the
Look at
colors.
the packaging, girl.
Just saying.
Thank you.
Because I gave you more than I was supposed to. But
Thank you so much. All the football is sexy stuff. I love
that's how
it.
we go. And it's
I love
all
it.
Raider Girl.
Raider Nation colors. Thank you.
It's Raider Nation. Thank you so
Yes,
much for
thank you
being
guys for
here.
having me.
I'm going to be anywhere you tell me to be.
Okay.
I'm there.
Okay.
I keep fucking doing your thing
Thank
and
you.
shining your light, girl. And
Trying.
as always, keep it
Sexy.
sexy.
I like that. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Woo!
Football sexy, I'ma say it with my chest. Football sexy, I'ma rep.